What's up, all you beautiful people? Transfer special number 277th episode of the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge. And we've had an interesting transfer season, a very, very interesting transfer season indeed. Had to cut the wage budget, had to do a whole bunch of other things as well before we could bring in some players. And I think we've done a very good job. Hope you guys agree. Leave a comment or two and tell me what you guys think of the transfers that we've done. And how are we going to do across the season? Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment or two. Let's run that intro. Welcome to another episode. A little bit of a disappointing one. Endrick has decided to join Real Sociedad. 4-year contract, 115,000 going to the Spanish team that did okay last season in the Spanish league, I think. Where did they finish? What am I doing? History is where I wanted to see. Competitions. Domestic leagues. They finished 7th last season, so I guess, yeah, okay. Well, anyway, he's out. But with that being said, we have confirmed the signing of wonder kid Federico Dazan. He's joining the club for 6.25 million with sign-on fees. He's here for the foreseeable future, 5-year deal plus a 3-year extension. He's there on very little, 18,000. Big news though, Marc Pierre-Louis is out of the building. He's off to Lazio for 16 million. And then we've signed a new scout as well in Pessini, just because we needed another scout. Which then does mean, I'm going to just hit continue, so Dazan moves into the squad officially, and officially makes the signing. He is in the first team, good. All right, we make him, we'll train him as an advanced forward on attack. In terms of other attributes that he needs to work on, he doesn't need to work on anything. We'll just leave him at that, see what the coaches suggest. We'll do all the registration a bit later. Ask Julio Cesar to welcome him. Lazio has signed Marc Pierre-Louis. The board are happy about this as well, I'm guessing. You can send him on an extension course, which now means that Federico Dazan goes straight into the first team as the advance forward. I have made the decision to put Lisboa up front rather than Raza. I don't want to go with two under 20-year-olds playing as striker. At least Lisboa, 21, has a little bit more experience in up front with all the goals that he has scored. He is not available for loan, right? Yeah, okay. With that being said, the few guys that we are trying to still get rid of, Bello, Grelo, Salemos, and Garcia, as well as Silva. These are the 5 left that we just stuck with and can't get rid of at the moment. We are still looking for another DM. I'm still waiting for Kate. I have made the decision. I think I am going to sign Pavlos Kate. I think that is the option to go. And with the fact that Louis has left, I'm probably going to bring in another striker. And I do have someone in mind. It's not going to be a wonder kid. I kind of want a little bit more experience for the fact that 3 of our strikers are under 21. So I kind of need someone who's got a little bit more oomph up front. Sorry for the sneeze. I need someone that's going to score goals for me. I need someone that's a little bit tried and tested. And I think Vinko Modric might be that guy. Although he hasn't got a good goal record for Bayern Munich. In fairness, he hasn't played much for Bayern Munich. I think he might be the best option to go for. Although he has no interest in joining our club at the moment. Pavel here could be potentially a good striker to bring in, just for a little bit of stability in that final third as well. I do think he is someone that could potentially be a good striker. I'm not 100% sure if he is the right man. I'm going to go look at other options as well. I mean, this guy would be absolutely fantastic, but I'm not spending 84 million on a position that isn't even his best position. Under the potential list, obviously, Josh Phillips is probably the best of the bunch, but at 100 million, I'm not prepared to spend 100 million. We did look at Elias Peters, but of course he's 19. And like I said, I kind of want someone a little bit on the older side just for that experience up front. Because like I said, Desbo is 21, Dezan is 20, and then obviously down on the bench, Raza is 19. Those are all our strikers. We do have Bello, who's on the older side of 22. Ooh, but I'm looking at trying to sell him, so he's probably not going to start at all. In terms of the other teams that we have, the under-23s, most of the good strikers that I have already gone out on loan, with the likes of Miguel, Kesemi, Rosendo, Hendricks, Zitz, and Hindero, all out on loan. The ones that have remained, João Santos is probably the pick of the bunch in terms of strikers. But again, 16 years old, I'm not prepared. So I think a veteran striker is definitely the play today in today's episode. So let's go and have a look at what's available in terms of strikers. I'm going to just increase this to 22 and then make that, even for one season, if we get someone in at like 32 for one season, I don't see that being a train smash at all, actually. I don't see that being a problem. These are the guys that I have scouted as everybody, because, that stupid bug that it happens when you click on striker and then it doesn't give you strikers, it gives you everybody else except the one that you want for some odd unknown reason. But there we go. These are the strikers that I have scouted in the past. We have Rory Simpson. I've just got it according to that. I'm going to go through this list. We can also look at just different and maybe scout a few more. But I'm going to go through this list and we'll get back to you guys. Well, ladies and gents, we want a transfer special. We're getting a transfer special. Pavlos Kate is joining us. Our DM probably going to be in our first team, which does mean the likes of Amir will probably just drop out of the squad. But he is a very, very good player. Someone I'm super excited about bringing to the squad. Yeah, I think he is going to be good. He speaks Portuguese already, which is good to know. How did you learn Portuguese, Pavlo? Where were you playing? You're playing at Olympiacos. How can you speak Portuguese? Are you half Portuguese? No, you can't speak Portuguese, but I speak Greek, I guess, so that helps with the language. Anyway, with that being said, we are still waiting for scout reports for some of the strikers. Just a few more trying to go out. The likes of Garcia and Silva, we're waiting to try and see what happens with them. Silva's loan offers, the best I can do. Diogo Garcia, 8.5 million, waiting for Aston Villa to come in. People are very much interested in Carlos Nunes. I've got no interest in selling him. In terms of just our finances, we are pretty good on finances, to the point where I am heavily considering bringing in Ali Cho as that fourth striker. I think it's between Ali Cho and Ferguson at the moment. I think the two of these guys could be very, very good. The fact that Ferguson is on 235k a week is just ridiculous. So I'll probably only sign him if he takes a huge pay cut. You can see we're scouting a few of the others. Papa Filipakis is probably just waiting for that scout report, but I think he could be potentially our striker as well. So it's between those three. Jack Saras, again, 127 for a 24-year-old might be a little bit much if I'm looking at having a striker for 1 or 2 seasons. So we're just waiting on those. We'll come back with a little bit more information. Once we get the scout report, then I can get a clearer understanding of which striker we want. Right, so guys, I've gotten the scout reports. Ali Chose, I'm still waiting, but we've pretty much scouted him as much as we could. Scout report will just give us a new valuation for his potential and current ability. Papa Filapi is looking better and better as we scout him. The only issue that I have with him is his current ability of only being 2.5 stars. And I know the stars don't mean too much, and we go look at his history. He has scored more consistently in the Greek league as of now, and even in the Dutch leagues when he was younger, did have a good run. But I am leaning towards Ali Cho. Evan Ferguson, I'm ruling out. I did ask his agent. He wants 250 to 300,000 for that, and he's also injury prone. I had a look at his injury history. He was injured quite a bit in the last 3 years, so not something I'm quite interested in. So I am going to remove him from this list. Another one I'm keeping on the list for now, because I think potentially in the future he could be a big steal. His contract does have another 3 more years, though, is Sara Skoudilis. Skutilis, rather, the Swedish player. I like the look of him. I'm definitely leaning more and more towards him. Had a great season at Roma. I am going to make a bid on him. They had a bid from Dortmund rejected earlier, but I'm going to go for him. I've decided, I think 24 years old, probably not what we're really looking for, but if we can pick him up for nothing, really, because he doesn't want a lot in terms of salary as well. They rejected 17.75. What if I give you 22 million straight up? Let's see if they'll take that. Modric is, of course, another one that I was looking at. Roma are in for him on loan. They got rejected. They're trying to loan Lars again. If you just compare Modric with Lars over here, you can see that Lars is the better, well-rounded player than Modric. And I think the jumping reach of 4 for Modric is pretty much what leaned it in favor of Lars. Yeah, he's not good at dribbling, but he can finish, and his first touch is good. So I think he might be the man that we're going for. I'm still waiting for that final scout report on Ali Cho, but I think of his salary, and I just think it's just too high to make that offer and to really, really go for it. In terms of potential wonder kids, these are the ones that are interested in me. Out of all of these, the only one that I'm sort of interested in is Gil Ferreira. Yeah, I did try and make an offer for him at 4.5 million. That was accepted, but his contract negotiations didn't go well. Okay, he's a wonder kid in my opinion, but he's not wonder kid, you know what I mean? He's not like in the elite of, say, Peters here, who is definitely a wonder kid with those stats. So I'm still searching around for them. The goalkeeper as well was also one that came up in my save here, is Mustafa Buchta. Looks like he could be a very, very good goalkeeper. Valuation of 16.5 million is a little bit on the high side. I'm waiting for him to ask for a request, and then he can go. The same can be said with Josh Price. At 21 million, he's English and Welsh, so prices get inflated a heck of a lot. But he looks like he could actually be a very good goalkeeper, defender rather, at 19 years of age. Other players. Right, we've got negotiations with Lars over here. He wants to be a advance forward. That's probably the position we're going to play him. Wants to learn Portuguese, and he wants us to strengthen the midfield. We're not going to do that, but we'll make him an important player. That is fine. 67. Okay. I was expecting about 80. I can do 67. We'll take the goal bonus out. I'll give you 67 at 5 years. I think that's a fair deal. I think that is absolutely very, very fair deal. We've got the new numbers in there as well. We've got a week to go. We're going to confirm the signing, guys. We have to confirm the signing. And this just popped up. Top goal scorer for the league, Federico Dazan, 6-1. Chandrop and Souza are just above him from Benfica. So that's very nice to see. I've got 67 messages to go through. Let's go through the scout report and hopefully we find something good. So I was just going through some of my scouts reports, and this guy, very interestingly, Adrian Shanza, popped up on my scouting list. Now, he is an advanced playmaker, and rightfully so. But am I sad to think that he could be a very good winger at 22 years old? He is relatively cheap for that right-hand side. Now, for that right, if we just check on our right-hand side, we have Thiago Almeida, obviously 22 as well. And he is the better player, though. But I feel like there's something in this guy that could potentially be really, really good. Compare him to Das Neves. I mean, we've got Das Neves, we've got Bruno Vaz. Like, am I just going a little bit crazy to think that he could potentially be a good right winger? I'm going to keep scouting. I just thought I'd pop that in there. Like, he looks very good. We can have just a look at the next 8. I'm going to do Dyer, yeah, though. He looks very, very good. And he's relatively cheap as well. We don't need right sides. We've got Nunes, we've got Duarte, we've got him. They're just throwing me right-hand side players now. Like, I mean, he is very good. 81 million, though, is a lot of money. We could do with another DM, actually. Nicholas Sanger, yeah, though. I mean, as the Volante, would he be a bad option? Is this a Gunde? I think he would, though. His finishing is terrible. How's Kate's finishing? Also not great. Probably not the best Volante when we're using the likes of Moya, who's incidentally the better of the three options there, but just something, just, food for thought. Same with Ismail Riziki here. Not that great. Robert Latvi. I mean, he would be a better option, but he's just not really what we're looking for. Yeah, like I said, guys, we're just waiting for that Lars signing. See if we can sign him. If we can't, then we're going to have to look for another striker. But I'm just clicking start. We've got a week left to go till we get to the league. We've got Juventus coming up in the friendly. Hopefully we can sign Lars before the end of the transfer market. Right, ladies and gents, before I haven't confirmed the Lars signing yet, but I was just getting contracts, just having a look at them. And Carlo Nunes, I'll try to offer him a new contract. He doesn't want a new contract because he wants to leave. Because there's interest in him. So I don't want him to go on a free. We've got Duarte who can play in that position. I'm going to offer him out. And I want 10 million. In fact, I want 15. I'm going to offer him out at 15 if we get something. That does mean, though, I am going to have to look for a new wing back. And I've already found someone that I want. A youngster, wonder kid. Danilo Stonjevic is the man that I am going to sign ahead of Nunes. And I think even if Nunes doesn't go, he is definitely going to be the one that I'm going. Bruno Alves is another one that I was looking at. I'm waiting for his scout report in a minute or two. We should get it. I'm probably more inclined to go for Bruno Alves. In fact, we've scouted him fully. How different is he? I didn't realize that we had done him completely full. How different is he from Stankovic? I mean, he's faster and he's got better creativity. I think he might be a better signing than Stankovic at only at 2 million. Bruno, do you want to come to the team? Let's make an offer for Bruno. I think 200k. I mean, even if I pay about 44 million, I think would be acceptable. 2.8. Okay, let's do it. 2.8 million release clause. Not a bad one. Stankovic, we're going to hold up on that a little bit in a moment. We're going to go high bonuses. We need to show that we want to win these games. You can see they're a bit unimpressed with some of the sells. The board asked me to basically, sell players, and then they get upset when I sell players. Obviously, the fans are unhappy with the likes of Figueira, Duath, and Nemiga. They were pretty much fan favorites. In fact, if we have a look at this, and I never really look at the dynamics in the hierarchy, we sold all three of our top hierarchy team leaders, which means we've got two new ones coming in, the likes of Julio Cesar and Almeida. I'm thinking one of these two, probably Domini or Mash, although he is fickle, so probably Mash would probably go in there as the team leader. In terms of just overview, our team cohesion is good. It could be better, but it's understanding that a lot of the players currently in the squad haven't really played together. And then we've got club atmosphere, which is fantastic, and the managerial support is good, which I like. Bruno Alves has just signed a new contract, so he's not interested in joining us, which means I'm going to go for Stanovic. That is now made up my mind. 54 million. I mean, we've got the money. He will 60 million plus 50. Okay, no, hold up. No. Arsenal, no. I'm not giving you 100 million. I'll give you 60 million. And then I'll give you a percentage of profit of 20%. They want 72 million plus a whole bunch of guys. No, cancel that. I need to go find a right back. There's also Sylvia who can play right back. Hey, more of a DM, but I mean, as a right back, yeah, I think he could do. 23 million release clause? No, not a release clause. Well, let's offer 23. Let's see if they'll take it. Let's say unacceptable. 26? Let's go 26. We'll try him out. He looks like he could actually be a decent little right back. In terms of my normal short list, I don't have any right backs on that list. Even when you click on that, there's only Bruno Alves who's on there, who's on the other list as well. We do also have Ryan Masson, but he just signed a new contract with Rennes, so he's not going to want to join us. Right, ladies and gents, we're still waiting for the confirmation of Lars. No one's made an offer from Nunes, so I'm not going to worry too much about the right back position. If there is an offer, we've got the scout report back on Panayotis Papafilippakis, and I really, really like the look of him as well. So I am going to try and sign him on as a fifth striker in the squad, which does mean if he does sign, Shade Raza would probably go out on loan for one season to try and develop him a little bit better. I do want to give him a little bit more game time. I did say that, but if I'm going to bring in some strikers, because we want to win the Champions League, so we need to bring in some quality players. Papafilippakis could be that man coming in to give us that quality that we want. Elsewhere, I've had a look at some other players. There's another player that I'm very much interested, and he looks like this. Per Valentin Tonning. He looks like he could be an absolute beast in that deep-lying playmaker role. Even as a Segunda Volante, I think he is absolutely fantastic. We can find out how much is he. What do they want? They want 51 million for him. 145. That is a lot of money that he wants. He's currently playing in Saudi. That's why. I think we looked at him a couple of seasons ago as well. Oh, he is so good, though. Oh. He was definitely on my radar as a center defensive midfielder. I mean, just look at his balance, and oh, he is so good. And I don't know if I want to spend 100,000 on players. I suppose I should be spending 100,000 bucks on players at this point if we want to win the Champions League, I guess. Carlos Roman here also looks like he could be very, very good. We are scouting a couple of guys as well. We're still waiting for some scout reports. I've just basically gone through just what we've scouted at the moment. And then I did also look under world reputation, a couple of players that we haven't scouted that could potentially be good players. Guys like, where was he now? The Leeds guy here, Taylan Petrovic. Looks like he could be a good player. But again, you just look at the evaluations of like 90 million, 100 million. And yes, we have the money to spend on those players. I just don't know if I want to spend those players on players that I don't think are better than our current squad. You know what I mean? I think that there's a lot more to be desired in these players. I know we said we're going Wonder Kid hunting, and I'll just show you quickly what the Wonder Kid situation looks like. So these are the Wonder Kids, the under, let's say 18 and under guys that I have scouted. Out of all of these, other than their price tags, if we had to just take away their price tags, Christopher Larkin is probably the best of the bunch. And then I did like Sebastian Brentner here as an attacking midfielder, but we don't really use that role that much. And as a winger, probably will need to develop, but I don't really want to spend 21 million on a potential wonder kid. Gil Ferreira is another one that I have been looking at. I just feel like he's a little bit on the pricier side for a risk to sign. And then if we search them by world reputation, these are the best of the bunch according to the world. Ricky Donkin here is not scouted. We've got to scout these guys, I guess. You know what? Let's just do that. We'll just go up to the bottom. We'll do that whole list. We've got scouts. Let them do their job. Let them find me a wonder kid here. Maybe. Oh, hello. Mohammed Shuhail. 7 million, Youth Academy, 17 years old. He's not going to want to sign to us until he turns 18. Just to show you. So it is a little... Oh, they want 300,000 to 3 million for him, which is great. You know what? He's valued at 300,000 to 3 million. Let's make an offer. Let's make an offer of 300,000. I mean, I'll take him if it's even 3 million. I'll take. They want monthly installments. So what I'll do is I'll drop this to 2 million and 2 million. And after 10 international appearances, they can get another 60k. They'll take that. That's a good deal for a random person that I clicked on, which was nice. And a good 17-year-old. Is this one also good? The Sego? Weird player. Look at the positions he plays. That is very, very weird player. But yeah, I'm scouting these guys, having a look at them, click through them. Maybe someone else comes up. This guy could potentially be a very good centre-back, a centre-mid. Either footed. I'll wait for the scout report on him. Definitely. All right, but with that being said, guys, I'm waiting to confirm these two. If we don't confirm Papafiliakis and Lars before in the next 2 days, we'll go up to the we'll go up to the 10th. If we haven't confirmed anything by the 10th, we're going to call it a day in the episode. Right, so we've got Panayotis Papafiliakis' negotiation contract. He wants 185,000. He's not that. He's good, but he's not that good. So we're just going to walk away from that one. Let's see what our young Saudi kid here wants. Wants to go on loan to develop. We are going to send you on loan. I'm not going to send you to the Saudi leagues to get loaned. Take 13,000, 2-year contract, because that's the most we can offer under 16-year-olds with a contract extension of 3 years, and I'll give you 15.5. He's happy with that. They want to loan him back. I don't want to loan them back to him. I want him to go play somewhere in Europe to develop a little bit better. Well, we haven't confirmed any signings, just waiting for the last one. But I've been offered international jobs. I could manage England. I can manage the Netherlands or Brazil. And you know what? Should we bring football home? I think we can bring football home. I didn't apply for any of these jobs. They obviously see something in me if they want me to take over the Dutch team. For some reason, none of the Dutch faces have come up. Every time I try and update them, they just disappear, and I don't know why. Brazil would also be a fun one, wouldn't it? Imagine all the wonder kids I could find and sign them for Porto. Right, I've decided, guys, the team that's offering the most money is the England job. £96,000. That is what got me in it. So we are going to become the manager of England. There we go. We will remain at Porto as well. This is an opportunity to become a great manager. We can win a World Cup, hopefully, UEFA Nations League, maybe a Euro. We will go through all of this stuff off camera. Maybe at some point we'll come in and have an episode with the England national team, just to see how it all runs and, you know, everything. This is the current team. This is going to change a lot. I'm not even going to bother showing you any of this stuff. If you look at the fixtures, there's the fixtures. We've got France coming up in September and some October games. So maybe we'll come back for the France game in the future in September. But for now, though, we'll switch back to Porto. And here is our Porto team. Of course, we've got a few more days till we start the season. I'm going to continue going on to the 10th. Hopefully, we can confirm a signing by the 10th. I want to leave you guys off with some good news. Well, guys, it's the 8th of August, 2 days earlier than I expected, but we've finally found our striker. Lars Skutelis is joining us. I'm going to play him as an attacking midfielder, advanced forward. That is the play. Fantastic striker. Let's just register him for the first game of the season. Welcoming him into the squad. Have a look at the squad as well. He will come straight into the squad as an advanced forward. That means Dan will go as the pressing forward, and Lisboa will come onto the bench, as the backup player. So that is the entire squad, guys. That is it. If I do find somebody in the interim, we will obviously talk about it in the next episode. But this is the team, guys. This is the team that I feel could win the Champions League. I know I'm saying it early, but I really, really feel like this is a very good team. Only time will tell. We'll see you in the next episode. Well, folks, new manager of England. Hopefully we can bring some World Cup glory back home, I guess. Or at least to the Euros. I could have taken the Brazil job, but I kind of went with the England one. I know this has probably been said 1,000 times, but I feel like the England in Football Manager is a little bit OP, overpowered compared to other teams and countries. So I figured it was my best opportunity to win a World Cup, and I think I can do it with England. The only time will tell, though. We got the Nations League first. Anyway, that's coming in later episodes. For now, though, leave a comment, subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Give us the thumbs up. Your boy, the Vuzslap, is out of here.